Good Friday evening to you, everyone. Well, it is wonderful to see you all, and it is wonderful to be seen by you all. I, being the person doing the seeing and feeling wonderful about it, am me, Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you loud and clear on a Friday evening, on a holiday Friday evening, I should point out. So, happy Labor Day to everyone who is taking the Labor Day time off this weekend. I hope you have lots of fun planned. Kick your feet up, relax, cook out, watch some football, just do whatever. Or even baseball's still going, right? Yeah, you can do that too. But anyway, I'm glad you're all here. We've been having a lot of fun this week. We've had some good times. Monday, a little preamble, showed off some nifty stuff. Of course, Tuesday night we played some first edition AD&D right here on this channel. Wednesday we had Kyle in the house, and we announced the start of our hex crawl game that will be launching next Wednesday. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And Thursday we had Yang Yang Zhao on, and let me tell you what, if you're a fan of Yang, and you should be, and you were like, dang it, I missed that show and I like seeing him live. Well, first of all, you can watch the show. You can absolutely go out and watch last night's show. But if you're thinking, hey, no, I need it live before I watch any stale pale reruns, you're in luck, because he's going to be joining us here in just a few minutes. But you know how to not miss out on things like that? Click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications, and then that way you're tuned in to everything, man. You know what's going on at that point, and then you have no excuse to miss this here awesome stuff that we do. 5, sometimes 6, rarely but occasionally 7 nights a week, bringing you old school goodness here on the Delver's Dungeon. And if you're wondering, well, wait a minute, is that like every week you do that? Yes. I take some time for myself from time to time. I'll take a breather and kick back and relax. But it's all good. It is all good. And for those of you keeping score at home, we're up to 63-49. Now, I don't know how possible this is, guys. This could be a complete pipe dream. I would really love to see if we could get to 7,000 before the end of the year. That's a lot. That's like 651 more subs between now and January 31, but I would absolutely love it. So listen, I know we get a lot of drive-by views on Twitter. So if you're watching over on Twitter right now, please, if you haven't, consider coming over here just for a brief moment. Log in to just blow the dust off your old Google YouTube account. Log in and click the subscribe button. I would be just absolutely in your debt. That is the most awesome form of support. I would love to top over at or over 7,000 subs before the new year. Now, I don't know that it's going to happen, but I would hope that I could. I would hope that I could do that. There's not really like, that's not like a break point. That's not like, oh, it's 7,000. They send you a plastic medallion or anything from YouTube. It would just be cool to do. Now, one thing I will tell you guys, at 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, at 10,000 subscribers, I will celebrate that by having a mini convention right here in Central Florida. The Great Underground Overland Gaming Convention. We already have a free one that we do online. All right. But the Great Underground Overland Gaming Convention, I will make it happen. Won't be free because, I got to rent places, that sort of thing. But we'll make it happen if I ever hit 10,000 subs. So hopefully that will happen. Campaign and Conquest says they send you one of those plaques at 10K. No, you don't start getting plaques from them until you hit like 100. It's like 100,000, and then I want to say 500,000, then 1 million, then 10 million. And like the 10 million, they send you one with like a diamond on it. And the 1 million is like gold, is like 24 karat gold plated. The 100,000, I think, is silver. I don't know. I will never get to that point. I will never get to those points where I'm getting plaques from YouTube. That's not going to happen. So, I'm not going to do that. Connect says, I'm totally crashing at Bill's place if I have to wear the chain. No, you're not. But anyway, yeah, it's like hit records campaigns. But anyhow, yeah, so please do consider stopping over here and clicking the subscribe button. If you do nothing else, click the like button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below if you're watching this after the fact, and tell me what you think of it. Tell me if you liked the video, what you liked about it, and I will do more of that. If you didn't like the video, feel free to click thumbs down. People click thumbs down on my videos. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And leave a comment and say, be constructive about it, but say, I didn't like this thing that you do. And I will, if this thing that you didn't like is something, attainable, like you can't, I would prefer it if you didn't just hop in and say, I didn't like your face or your voice or your content or your anything. If it's fairly reasonable, then, I'll try and I'll try and adjust it. So, we've got us a fine group of adventurers getting ready to come in tonight. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is, this is a let's play. Okay. We're actually playing a tabletop role-playing game, and you're probably sitting out there like going, maybe if you're new to this, like, okay. So you're trying that whole, streaming a game thing, and I'm just supposed to sit and watch you while, you go through like a plot and a story and everything. No. If you have a question about what we're doing, how we do it, why we do it, what edition we're playing, who's doing what the situation is, ask in the chat. Ask in the chat. If I don't answer your question, one of my players might. If they don't, someone in the chat might. And that's what they're called, by the way, the chat. I like it. And as to the games we play, guys, it could be a total party kill like 5 minutes after we start. Just everybody's wiped out and we're rolling up new characters, especially because it's Gemma World. So we don't have script reads. We don't have writing sessions like table writing sessions. We don't discuss story arcs or, what's going to happen. It's first edition Gamma World. And that's what we do. And you guys can hang out and watch us play. So anyway, that's what we do. Hey, Gumby, good to see you. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're well. So I need to throw everyone a curve and do TPK and character creation. We're not playing Traveler, unfortunately, or else I would and could. But I've talked about it too much so far. I've talked about it too much. We need to actually concern ourselves with the playing. So with that said, let me don my studio headphones here. These lovely AKG headphones. That's not a sponsored plug, but AKG, if you're looking for a promo, man, reach out to me. We'll talk. But let me welcome my crew of super cool warriors of the wasteland. Everybody, please put your hands together for a guy who is probably sane and definitely a badass. This is Doomsword Deathmaster. Good evening to you, sir. He must be away. That's just fine. Let's go ahead and give a big Gamma World hello to a guy who's been dead more often than I've had hot meals. And if you look at me, you can tell I've had hot meals plenty of times. Everybody give it up for Kevin as Bennett Davis.
Hello.
And you want to talk about the Lazarus effect in full effect. Everybody, please welcome a guy who we can only introduce by saying, send in the clones. Here is the aforementioned Yang Yan Zhao as Rex Dashington.
Good evening.
There you go. You saved that up. And of course, it's Friday, but we've got Monday. You know her, you love her. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. I'm not in charge of your interpersonal relationships, your parasocial connections with my play group. It is Kanek as Monday.
Hey, peeps. Love you.
So, all right. Yeah, we were taking some machine gun fire there from Doomsword's keyboard. I hope I could hear your keyboard, so we should be able to hear you. Are you over there, Doomsword?
Yeah. The hardware button on the mic was pressed on mute.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
So is that
right.
like a restored Model M? Because again, it is clicky.
It's a one of those. What does it have? It has cherry.
The Cherry MX.
Like Cherry M.
Yeah,
Red.
the reds. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's the cherry reds, and it's a Corsair K72 or something like that.
Now I'm gonna blow everybody's minds out there, and I'm sure everybody in my players know this. You folks in the chat might not know this. I do have a couple of Model M's. They are in various states of ailing. Hope to get them fixed someday. My primary one is a Model M, and it does work. It's just the F5 key doesn't work, which in this modern internet day kind of sucks. But
No refresh for you.
no refresh for me. Not without right click in a context menu. The Model M is not a fully mechanical keyboard. It is not.
It's
A mechanical keyboard uses a switch to make a contact. The IBM Model M uses a switch to depress a rubber dome.
Right.
If you disassemble a Model M all the way down to its guts, what is underneath is a rubber dome.
Yep.
The
You
only
have
difference
three layers of plastic and then like a little rubber sheet underneath that.
Yep, that is correct. So now it's not weak sauce like a rubber dome. It has proper key travel and a good solid click, but it is not specifically mechanical. So there you go. There's a little bit of info. So with that said, you guys are living in a future where all keyboards are mechanical. So you are in the Samurai Lab. You have searched it out. You have seen the creation and awakening of a synth, an android, whom you have named Karen, and is now accompanying you. You found what appeared to be some kind of cafeteria, helped yourself to some grub, and then moving south, you have entered what appeared to be some kind of power station. And I do believe that Bennett had helped himself to some condiment packs.
Yep.
From a convenient nearby crate. So what is your next movement, folks? What are you doing next?
All right. Well, I think. Right. So, what's the? Do we have one more storage area or whatever to explore? Was that it? Or
so there is the other half of the samurai station. Basically, as you go around the stations of the clock in that central area, you had the various dorm rooms, which contained, unfortunately, not sleeping pure strain humans who knew all about the technology, but rather angry synths armed with laser rifles who knew all about that technology. At the 9 o'clock, there was a long passage that led to a few different chambers. There was the chamber you fought the shark men with frickin' lasers on their heads in. The central sort of lab area that had storage, computational engines, and the synth growing area where you picked Karen up at, and just some other various rooms. So you have an entire wing of the samurai lab that you have not explored, and that would be at the 3 o'clock position.
all right,
Well-
yeah, that's perfect. I think. So,
we were going to
to be clear, to be clear, the octagonal area or whatever with the separated doors, we cleared all that out, and we've got a passageway left to go deeper into the complex.
Yes, you have a passage off in that direction. You can go further in there. Now, the area that you're in right now, and I need to kind of give you guys a refresher of this. It's stacked with cartons of food additives, mattresses, folding chairs, fire extinguishers, and assorted electronic replacement parts. In the center of the room, there's a thick pillar studded with lights and dials. Around the base of the pillar, a red circle is painted on the floor at a 1 meter distance from the pillar. So you have the tunnel you came in, or not the tunnel, the entryway you came in here, is there's one on either side, but other than that, there's nothing of note in this chamber.
Are any of the fire extinguishers working?
I mean, you can grab one and start rolling on a chart to see if you can figure it out.
Yeah, I'd like to grab one.
All right. Let's see. So give me a D10 roll then. We'll start with some tech here. A 4. Okay, it seems fairly easy. There's a spade grip handle. There's some kind of circular thing that is slid through the handle. And there's a long snaky pipe that comes out of the handle and runs down the red cylinder. Give me another die roll. Okay, you think you've got it figured out. You hold it on your shoulder and you squeeze the handle. You know, you hold it up on your shoulder like this and you squeeze the handle. Give me another die roll, please.
Oof.
Yeah, it's squeezing the handle. Nothing seems to be happening. Also, it's got a terrible sighting system. Like it doesn't even have like a blade sight or a graduated sight on it. You just kind of got to look down the length of it, which you think is kind of weird. Do you want to keep trying?
Yeah.
All right, good. Give me another one.
It's strange. You would have thought I would know how to use a simple piece of technology.
I'm gonna look around for potatoes nearby, just in case.
There are no potatoes nearby.
Damn it.
Yeah, you're squeezing that handle as hard as you can, and it is not budging. There is nothing happening.
You know, you would have thought there wasn't going to be 3 or 4 of yous neither, but there was. Yeah,
I
this
wish.
is the dumber one.
All right,
I'll give it one more go.
okay. Yeah, it just you squeeze as hard as you can, and it just the handle doesn't budge. Nothing's working.
Well, I guess this is no good. And he'll throw it in that circle around the pillar, the 1 meter circle.
Okay, let's see then. All right. It strikes it. There's an arc. There's a boom. And that was a total of 15. So let's see. Bennett, what is your constitution?
Let me look. It just changed. What, twice or 3 times now? Let's see. Version 3 of Bennett Davis has a constitution of 13.
Okay, Bennett, the oxygen-denying chemicals in the extinguisher that just exploded when it was thrown against the or towards the pillar flood out into the room immediately and send you in a paroxysm of choking and wheezing. You take 2 points of damage. Rex, what is your constitution?
14.
Rex, the oxygen-denying chemicals that make up the contents of the fire extinguisher billow out in a cloud that quickly permeates the room, leaving you choking and wheezing, and you take a point of damage. Kennek, what is your constitution?
My constitution is 16.
You are coughing and wheezing and blinded. You, however, do not take any damage, but your eyes sting and it is exceptionally hard to breathe. Dooms, what is probably Sane's constitution?
That would be 17.
Likewise with Kinect, there just is burning. It's hard to see. You're kind of splattered with globs of this purplish foam as it explodes outwards. Hey, RRTNZ, thank you very much for the super, my friend. Thank you. You're at work. You'll check us out later. It'll be right over on YouTube. You can watch it right over on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, and all of you, your ears are ringing, and except Karen, who's just kind of standing there, and she looks at you, Rex, and says, "Are you brain wait, I gotta do the voice.
Are you brain damaged?
If you knew there was danger, you should have told us."
What the hell did you do there, man? Oh.
Now we know what the circle does.
Come on, Karen, you gotta help us here.
Fool of a Rex, throw yourself in next time. Oh.
I didn't expect you to throw a high-pressure fire extinguisher against a force field. I am not programmed to detect random stupidity.
What about continuous stupidity? Are you programmed to detect that?
She looks at Monday, who's coughing and wheezing, and says,
Quick, someone get her food-to-mouth resuscitation.
Oh my god, this thing.
All right. So the firefighting foam and gas is making it really, really tough to see, and everybody's ears are ringing from the close proximity explosion.
Oh, I'm just glad it didn't jet around the room. It looked like it might have. Yeah, she said
Let's
that's
get out
a
of here.
fire extinguisher. Maybe next time we'll take one with us for other reasons.
Well, there are others in here.
But he didn't figure out how to use it correctly, right?
That is correct. He did not. That was you don't know everything about the technology of
Right.
The pre-cataclysm, but that is probably not the prescribed method for using these things.
It covered the room with the fire suppressant chemicals.
It definitely would work.
Let's get out of here.
None of those for you. You do not get one of those.
Yeah, it's time to go. This is a bad time.
Thank you, Yang. That was hilarious. All right, so where are you guys going next?
I'm going to
Out
stop
that
and say,
opposite.
Karen, next time Rex does something silly, stop him and show him how to do it, okay?
She just kind of looks at you and walks out the opposite door along with probably saying
Probably.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, you guys have basically, if you are standing against the curved wall facing the pillar, you came through the door on your left, and there's a door on the right, and that is the one you've gone out, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You come out in a hallway that is about 5 meters wide, and looks to be maybe, let's see, I'm sorry, not 5 meters wide. It's about 1.5 meters wide. I keep thinking of these in terms of 10-foot squares, and my brain does a math conversion. I don't speak communist measurement system, audience. I think in freedom units. All right, so the hallway itself is about 8-10 meters long. It's essentially a mirror of the hallway on the opposite side of the room that Karen has dubbed the...
Don't allow Rex in. He might kill the other carbon life forms by throwing a fire extinguisher against a energy generator force field room.
I look at Rex and say, there, you have directions. That's a no-go.
Man, he's used to doing that stuff. He knows he's going to come back.
Karen, are you saying that there's another force field generator in this room?
Touch the pillar and find out, Rex.
I think that's a good idea.
I have 2 kids fighting.
Okay, so you guys have gone out. You're in this hallway. You can see forward, the dim lights. It's got that Star Trek The Next Generation, it's got like footlights and recessed lighting, that would actually be almost uselessly dangerous, or dangerously useless rather in real life. 10 feet a quarter, T intersection at the end. Or 10 meters of quarter, excuse me.
T intersection.
Yes.
Right-hand side.
Okay. Well, when you come to the T intersection, you can see you are right on your left. Like there's not corridor, but just directly on your left, there's the cafeteria again.
Oh, look, Monday, we're back at the cafeteria. Would you like to fill your mouth?
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
This is my shocked face.
On the right, there is a 3-meter section of hall, and then it exits out into a large curved section. On the right-hand side of that 3-meter jog to the outer perimeter, there is a door.
All right. We'll proceed to the door then.
Okay. Upon opening the door, this is it looks to be a kind of a like some kind of latrine type area. You know, there's obviously what's supposed to be a toilet, but tucked in one corner is also you see like a spout coming out of the wall. You've seen far less complex versions of this in villages and buildings, that sort of thing. You know, it's like a bathing area, but there's like a myriad of controls on the wall for this.
Yeah, it looks like the normal. You know, they always got to make things a little more complex. And now,
Would you
know,
like
the
to try
irony.
it, Rex? Perhaps you can find a way to cause it to
Man,
detonate.
don't it, man? Monday, I told you to keep that thing quiet. Damn, you just had to name it Karen, didn't you?
No, I did not name it Karen. You named it
Well,
Karen.
one of you. Man, that wasn't me. Well, just tell Karen to be quiet, okay? Rex don't need
You
to be
could tell her
trying nothing.
too. She's perfectly capable of understanding everything you say. I promise.
I got it. All right. Hey, Karen, well, how about this? How about you go try it? How about you go take a bath? Let's see what happens.
All right, she walks right over to it, removes her outer garment, punches a couple of buttons. Water comes out. She punches a couple more buttons. You see this clear bluish liquid deposits in her hand. She lathers up. She rinses off. She pushes another button. The water stops. She presses yet another button. Air is now like blowing out. She's just standing there staring at you, slowly turning in place. And then she gets out and puts the silvery jumpsuit that you guys gave her back on.
Well, damn. If I was a bathing man, I'd be all about that. We got stuff to kill.
If only.
Oh, if only what?
She
I know
does
what
not.
that means.
She does not respond to that. So directly in front of you, you have a curving corridor. You suspect if you go left, it will take you back around to the 12 o'clock position in this large central hub. And then immediately across, you have a corridor that's identical to the one on the other side.
Well, what you all think? We're getting a little deeper in this place. Want to make sure we maintain the correct direction.
Doom, how do you know that this Karen is not leading us into a trap?
Well, because she ain't leading us. That's why I'm asking you guys. I'm out front. So
I'm just
leading
saying.
You think I'm leading you into a trap? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying I think maybe Karen is holding some info back.
I looked at her and I said, Karen, do you know anything else about this place that we should be aware of? No. Let me rephrase that. Do you know anything else about this place?
I have been active for 23 minutes, 42 seconds, and 31 microseconds and counting. I know precisely as much as you do, if not less.
I look at the rest of the group and say, there you go.
Man, I already
know.
knew that.
She
Well,
seems to
yeah,
know
didn't
what a lot
talk
of
to
this
her.
stuff does.
Hey, you know what? You guys, maybe you get together and you have a good time and whatnot, and she ends up in Disney, frozen up with the rest of your family. How about we just move along?
Ascertaining the basic functions of a hygiene device doesn't require rocket science, Rex Dashington.
My family's in Disney?
Ah, man. I shouldn't have said nothing until I opened my mouth, you know?
How do you
It's
know
a
where
need to
they
know,
are?
Rex. It's a need to know.
Well, I think I need to know where my wife and daughter are.
Yeah, man. Well, there's time.
They're
for
not.
that, you know?
They're on the space station. Remember, we got them help
Well, he just said they were in Disney.
originally.
But that's for you to know, or for us to know, and for you to find out.
They're fine. Everything's fine. Let's keep going.
That's the smartest thing you ever said.
Okay, are you guys continuing to the east?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Moving east, this corridor is it is 10 meters wide, just like the other corridor on the other side was. You can see that the dome on your right, because again it mirrors the other side. So about 40 meters down on the is that about that? Let me see. Sorry, it's more like 20 meters down. 20 meters down on the right, there is a T-junction. However, the dome at the end of that hallway, you can see from the windows here, is ruptured. And as you continue on down the hall, on your right, there's a set of sealed doors that would have led into that corridor that would lead there. So, what to do?
Well,
and of course the hallway continues on for about another 15 meters, and there is a set of open doors into another dome. So if you have a dome at the end of this hall, and you have the closed off hallway on your right that leads to a collapsed or ruptured dome.
may as well at least check it out.
Check what out? Or was that, I'm sorry, was that to your fellows?
Yeah. May as well at least check this way out. I mean, it's a collapse and whatnot, but hey. You guys got anything to say about that?
No, I'm good.
All right. Yeah, we'll go take a look at the collapsed area.
Okay, well, there's a set of safety doors in front of you that are closed.
Right, we'll open those, or at least attempt to. There's no locking mechanism or whatever. These are similar to the other ones where they just have a door handle.
Hey, Bill, you want to bring Kevin back in? He dropped.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I missed that completely. Hey, Kevin, sorry about that.
Hello! I guess I was going to do everything those guys wanted to do.
How long you been sitting back there?
About 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Comcast tossed me.
I saw the jazz and I'm like, oh, I better say something.
Yeah,
that's why I got so quiet. I started asking around and stuff.
Yeah, I've got, I've got the map, I've got the module, and the edge of the module was just covering the notifications for private chat on StreamYard. So I apologize for that.
Oh, good. No sweat.
All right,
Man,
so
you broke the fourth wall, Kevin.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Opening this corridor, you can see it's about 10, 12 meters long, and there is a closed set of doors at the end that presumably open into the ruptured dome.
All right, very well. We'll continue up to those.
Okay. There you approach the door, and again, it is It is closed.
Sure, we'll open it.
Okay. This inner door does not open when you hit the button.
Okay. Is it bulging out or anything like that?
No, it's not. However, you do know that this door opens directly into the ruptured dome beyond.
Right. Is there sort of a, if I listen closely, I'm assuming from pressing the button, there's no feedback sound like "brr" to let me know that, something's wrong.
Correct.
But if I listen closely and then press the button, do I hear any sort of mechanical noises or anything like that?
No.
All right.
You suspect if you want through this door, you'll have to cut through it or blast through it or something.
Yeah, this one's all broke up. We can cut it. We can move on. I mean, I don't really see what we got to gain by cutting it, at least not right now.
I
So
only
do
have
you.
about a minute left on my vibroblade. It'll probably take longer than that.
Yeah, we're getting low on that stuff. Low on ammo. Last ammo
Yeah, we
check
need
wasn't
to-
looking very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to battery recharge big time.
Yeah, I know where I'm at, and it ain't pretty.
Hey, Karen, have any of these devices seemed like they could recharge batteries?
I have not seen anything that appears to be like that. No.
Can you recharge batteries?
Can you?
No, I'm a meat bag. But you're not a meat bag. You have a battery, right?
He said he does not have the orifices for such a thing.
I tried. It did not work. It was an unhappy time.
Was it though?
Yes, it definitely was.
Anyway, she does not offer any services for battery recharging.
Listen, there ain't no point even asking this thing nothing, man. It's been alive for like 5 minutes.
She's a synth. It's not like she's a robot. She's a synth, okay?
Yeah, but everything that
she's
she's learning from you. So what's going to end up happening is an hour from now, I'm going to have this thing following me around, asking me every question in the book.
You want that?
No.
She's a synth. She has basic stuff in her. That's the way synths are. They have.
Yeah, well then train her or something, man.
Just don't train her to shoot. That's the stuff we
Yeah.
really have problems with.
Karen,
I'm going to go up and ask
Think
her
of
to
her
shoot
as an
me.
extremely intelligent adolescent. Okay.
Yeah, that's real
An
intelligent.
extremely smart teenager. Okay. That's what
capable
we got.
of learning.
So
And that's what your job is.
So teach her as well, because she's a teen. She's a teen.
Look, Bennett already said not to let it use guns, and that's all I know. All I know is violence. All right, let's go.
Karen,
Let's move on.
he's just too shy to say, but he really does enjoy it when you ask him questions.
She just kind of looks back and forth between you guys as you're carrying this on, and you get the uncomfortable feeling that she's documenting all of it. All right, so this causeway you're in ends about 15, 20 meters later in another circular dome. It ends in a cubicle room 3 meters across. On the north wall is a door that opens up into a well, you can see through a small window what appears to be some kind of room full of shelves and racks. You're not sure about the equipment on it. However, on the south is a staircase that curves along and goes up. So which way are you going? You going through the door on the north, or are you going through the stairs up?
Yeah, I say we check this door. Now maybe we send that scent up the stairs and block them off or something. You know what I mean? But let's check out this door.
Probably-
Looks like there's some supplies there.
You're faster than even Karen, so you're the best bet to handle anything that comes up.
Right, I guess I'm the best bet to make all the decisions too then, right? All right, so I'll stop
Sure.
asking. All
Okay.
right, we're going to go
Works for
check
me.
out the storage room. Cool?
Sounds good to me.
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
Okay. So you're going into the room, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there are this is basically divided. It curves along the north wall, and it is essentially divided into you can see two sections from where you are. The first one that you enter, there are strange kind of floppy clothing with a fully enclosed helmet that is, and attached to the helmet by some kind of flexible tube is a cylindrical device of some kind. It's sort of a blue silver color.
What do you mean by floppy? It looks
it's
floppy.
Yeah, it looks floppy, like it's made of a thick single piece of cloth, like some kind of leather or animal skin almost.
Right,
But
so it has no shape to it.
right, it's completely smooth, and it seems to have some kind of. Do you recognize what a zipper is? It seems to have some kind of zipper that goes from the throat where it meets the helmet all the way to the groin, and set on each wrist and each ankle is a strange cylindrical device.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of protective unit to me. Next.
Set in a rack on the wall, there are three elongate weapons. They appear to have a pistol grip of some kind on them. And there's a triad of perhaps half-meter long. They look like arrows with fat cylindrical heads on them. And there's three of them in a triangle formation just below the long shaft in front of the pistol grip. So it definitely looks like a weapon of some kind.
Sure, and that's all.
That is all that's in here. And if you follow the room around, there is a
Right to the second section.
Yeah, to the second section. There's a door. It's got a trapezoidal window, and in red glowing letters underneath it, it says "locked."
Okay. You guys want to check out these weapons or what? I mean, at least it looks like a weapon to me.
Heck yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, so
Looks
there are
like some kind of projectile.
Yep, there are three of those.
I'm gonna start looking to see what looks to be the best.
They are all in. They all appear to be in identical, serviceable condition.
I'd like to look at one of the missiles that apparently gets inserted into it with the cylindrical head.
Okay.
I'd like to take a closer look at that.
It seems to be held in with some kind of clips. You could probably pull it and remove it if you wanted. There's a set of fins on one end. Like I said, it does appear to be an arrow.
Yeah, I'd like to remove it. Of course, wherever the clips are, that's where I'll be applying the force rather than.
Okay. Yeah, it,
You
it
know.
pops out fairly easily in your hands.
All right. Well, this looks like it goes in there. That don't mean test it, Rex. You know what I'm saying? You test it when you're outside.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we only have 3 of those, so we have 3 of the wet, or each one has 3 of those.
Each one has 3, and there are 3 of the projectile devices in total.
Right, man, I'm good with what I got. You guys want one of these? I mean, I think we should take all 3 of them. I'll take one if I have to. But
Yeah, we're gonna
I
take
mean,
all of them.
Sure, I'll take one.
Yep.
What about you, Bennett? You got one?
I want to take one. Yeah.
That's good. There's the 3.
Got it. I can always bounce out of the way of some, whatever this is designed to inhibit gets in the way of me.
Okay. Anybody doing anything with the aforementioned suits?
Were there 3 of those as well?
No, there's a dozen of those.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take one for
Right.
sure.
Okay.
No helmets or anything.
Yeah, no, there's helmets.
There are the helmets.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have the metallic cylinder. They're fully face enclosing, and they are there's a hose that goes from the cylinder to the helmet. It kind of reminds you of like a scout armor that the helmet does, but nothing else in the suit looks that advanced.
Yeah. Will it fit over piece metal?
I'm sorry, will it fit over what?
Piece
Oh, will it
metal
fit over
armor.
your armor? Yeah, no, the suits will not fit over your armor.
Right.
This I seem to recall seeing something like this on the front of a box somewhere some time ago. So yeah, I'm gonna take off. Well, I'm gonna go somewhere where Karen isn't watching, and I'm gonna take off my quite durable and mostly useless armor, and I'm
Okay.
gonna put this stuff on.
Okay. It let's see.
Yeah, that plant fiber armor is starting to chafe.
Okay. Give me a D10 roll.
Uh oh. I'm glad I left it, went somewhere
my.
else.
Cinched
guys-
himself to death.
Yep. To shreds, you say.
Oh my! To shreds, you say.
Oh no! Taking the quick path.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a little tough. You're having a hard time getting enough. You give me another D10 roll.
Anybody got a shoehorn? What the heck did it do that for?
I don't know, but none of those count.
No. Yeah. Oh no! Perfect. Yeah. Great. I am.
Yeah,
taking the
you ever
path.
do that thing where you try and put a shirt on and it's just like your arm is it's like that for a second.
So I'm stuck. I'll take it all back off if I can to
Okay.
avoid choking myself to death.
Yeah, you're not taking any damage or anything.
Oh Jesus!
Do you ever go to put on a rubber glove and 2 fingers get in the same hole?
I've
That's-
had them where the rubber glove actually the 2 fingers were stuck together.
Yeah.
Mechanically
Well,
stuck.
whatever.
my
You're
God.
you're still fighting that.
Jesus! Come on!
You think you've got it. You put your arm in the sleeves and you realize there's no head hole. And you're oh.
I might have to call Karen in here to help me get dressed. Jesus!
Man, I thought we fixed the stupid one of you.
Yeah, I know. I'm
All
really
right,
having
okay.
some trouble.
You
Oh my gosh.
you get the basic suit on, and you pull the zipper up. It goes from like your hip to your shoulder. Very futuristic. It doesn't just zip down. It goes from like hip to shoulder.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's see. So you got the basic suit on. Give me another D10 roll.
Hopefully I don't use the helmet as a urinal or something. Oh jeez.
All right. Well, your first attempt to struggle with a helmet, yeah, you're like, okay, do I just pull the helmet on, and it's just pushing your head forward. It's very uncomfortable. Give me another D20 roll, or D10 roll rather.
That's better.
You think you've got it. You think maybe you have it settled, but you can't quite get it to seal. Give me another D10. This is hilarious. It's literally just requires like.
I'm just trying to put clothes on. There you go.
Okay, you get the helmet down, and you know now you move 2 latches and it seals. Give me one more roll.
This is the oxygen piece.
The
You
vacuum
suffocate in
piece.
the suit.
Can't find your mouth.
I just.
You press the vacuum button and implode.
Yeah, it's getting kind of hot and sweaty in there.
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead and
Take
give
off
me
all your clothes.
give me another D10.
Oh,
Yeah, you go to take a breath and it's like it's
room.
like you're kind of feeling dizzy. Like you really worked up a sweat trying to put this thing on, and like you can feel sweat trickling down inside. And it's not. You're not like you're like trying to turn levers and push buttons, and you're like.
Does Monday hear anything from the other room here?
Give me another
go in there
D10 roll.
and try to help him.
4. Okay. Okay. You quickly unzip it and flip the helmet off, and you're like, air. You can breathe again. So you can try and refit the helmet now.
So I got to roll some more.
Yeah, you gotta roll some more. Like you figured out the latch and unzipped it.
Yeah, except I didn't.
Nice roll.
Okay. Once again, you're trying to jam it down on your head. Roll
This
again.
damn clamp! What's with this clamp?
Does Monday hear any of this? If she does,
Nope,
she'll walk
he
in
went off
just to
by
see
himself.
What's going on.
Okay, you think you got it settled, but it's figuring out the latching mechanism so water doesn't flood in. Roll again. Yeah, it's not doing right. It's
Just
just
clamp,
it feels
clamp.
weird.
I'm
All right.
pulling really hard, turning it, twisting it, pulling it down.
Yeah.
I'm kicking in the air as I'm doing this. What?
Okay, clamp, click. You hear a faint hiss. Give me one more D10 roll.
Not 10.
Okay. You've still got enough air in there, but fiddling with knobs and pushing the button on the neck doesn't appear to be doing anything. Roll a D10 one more time.
I could see myself spinning in circles as I'm trying to pull the hose on and my head's turning.
Yeah, you're not. It's something's not like. It is almost completely pitch black out the front of the helmet.
Okay,
there's something you got to figure out here.
I'm gonna. Well, now that I can't see. Oh Jesus! I gotta take the helmet off. I'm just gonna take the helmet off.
All right. Give me another D10 roll. I'm starting to get sweaty in there again.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not particularly uncomfortable, but you still now you have sweat trickling down again. Go ahead and roll. Let's see. All right. You hear kind of a whirring sound and faint like air like blowing across your face, and like maybe there's something like at the very least the air is circulating but not stale. If you want to give me another D10 roll.
You keep screwing me.
Yeah, nothing changes. Nothing changes.
We call this the D10 system.
Yeah.
We just sit here and roll D10s.
Just one more roll, Arthur.
Okay. Yeah, the fan is recirculating the stale air, but at least you're not sweating anymore. The fan is circulating the stale air. At least you're not. Sweating anymore.
Where's the skull and crossbones result? Okay.
Okay. You push the latches, pull the zipper, and the suit just kind of flops around your waist. So you're back at the beginning.
Okay, I'm going to go back out, and just as I am, I'm not taking them off. Screw it. I'm going to walk out there holding my pants with my hands, or the suit with my hands, and the helmet on. I'm going to say this is the most asinine design ever made.
Say.
Hey, why don't you help him out, Karen? Yeah, well, all I got to say is it takes an asinine person to try it.
All right. Karen walks over and pushes your hands down and proceeds to attempt to assist you in sealing the suit.
All right. I'm not going to fight this time. I'm going to cooperate. I just tell her, look, I want you to show me what you're doing so I don't have to do this. I don't have to ask for help again.
I am here to help you. Please do not resist.
He will do anything for love, but he won't do that.
Yeah, exactly. We're not far from that right now.
Okay. She turns you around, pulls up the trousers, puts your arms in, zips it.
Okay, I've done that. What about this damn helmet?
She puts the helmet down on, latches it.
All right, so there's this hose that I had this problem with, and I'm turning around while I'm trying to grab it with my left hand.
Suddenly, you can breathe fresh air.
Is that it? Or is there anything else?
And you can hear her now as clearly as if she's talking to you. She says, as far as
I can tell, this suit is obviously meant for aquatic use. If you move your hands thus, there is a power assist that will help you swim. And
she basically shows you how to use the power assist to move fairly normally underwater. You're not sure if you're happy or unhappy, but she smiled the whole time she was helping you.
Can I talk to your manager? I'm going to ask her when I speak. Does it amplify my voice, or do I have to kind of yell for her to hear me?
No, you can be heard conversationally out of it. Although I will point out, she points out a couple of things in the helmet. There's a timer running, and it's at 23:58 and counting down. And she explains that's hours, minutes, and seconds of oxygen that you have.
Okay. Looks like these have almost 24 hours. They probably had 24 hours when I started jacking with this. So if we're going to go swimming, I guess we're going to go swimming, then we need to really be careful. I look around and see if there are more of the cylinders that are attached to the hose.
They're all attached to suits. They're integral to the suits.
Okay. I asked Karen, do you need one of these to swim?
The synthetic parts of my body do require oxygen. I would need one of these suits.
I really don't want to go swimming.
Yeah, what's out that triangle window in the second section?
You can see on the outside door, there's this, it's kind of a triangular shaped handle, like you'd push it and it would open so you could step into that room.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
So I list this as like an aquatic scout suit kind of thing?
Yes, but it only has environmental protection. It does not, like, you could wear this if there was like a hazardous gas attack or something for 24 hours. It provides no armor, and if you take damage, the suit is compromised. Air will leak out.
What about there were a couple of synths that had that albedo stuff. Could I pull albedo over the top of this?
No.
No? Damn
No.
it.
The
Okay.
hoses and everything like that will not allow the wearing of armor. And
Okay.
most advanced,
I thought-
offensive combat armors have environmental sealing like this anyway.
Yeah, it looks like there ain't no way out, but I don't know.
I mean, you can go back
Right over
around.
there.
There's the stairs up out of this chamber.
Well, and there's a moon pool.
Yeah, and this
And,
looks good, like potentially an exit over here, don't it? In section 2. Does that triangular area look like, something we could potentially open?
Yes.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to have to suit up to make it any farther. Unless we go back. We got one guy suited up and we got plenty of suits. But we got 3 weapons. I'm assuming they're waterproof is the entire point. But my lasers ain't. At least, I mean, maybe they are. But I doubt it.
Bennett Davis, if you are not going into an aquatic environment, you should remove the helmet.
Okay. I'll. Do I have to roll?
No.
Okay.
You got it.
Otherwise, I'll have her remove the damn helmet.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
remove the helmet. And is there
Okay.
a switch? How do I turn the air off?
Basically, when you pop the helmet off, the rebreather stops.
Okay.
All right, well, you're already suited up, man.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like we need to go down to this other area, open up this lot, or whatever you might call it, ship you out. And then you come back and let us know what's up.
Yeah, this suit's really pretty flimsy. So if anything stupid happens when you're in the water, you're in trouble.
Well, my skin's pretty flimsy too, and if anything stupid happens when I'm in the water with that, I'm in trouble.
I'm gonna ask Karen. Do they have something to repair these if you get damaged here? Do you know?
I don't see anything.
I can't imagine they just wing it like this.
Now, I should point out to you guys, in case my description of the room is not right, the little room with the triangular window and the triangle handle that can open is at the north end of where you're at. There is this flight of stairs that goes up on the south end that you guys have not been up yet.
Right.
I just
remember
want to
that
make sure
at
you
least.
guys know that.
Yeah, I remember that. But if it kind of feels like this is where you would suit up and then you would go out that doorway. The people who don't suit up would climb up the flight of stairs. Water comes in, if water comes in or whatever, and we'd be out of the way while Kevin makes his way out to see what's in the Underdark.
Poor
And if
Kevin.
he gets eaten by a megalobash, a Darien or something like that. You know.
Are you sure we're not playing Paranoia? It kind of feels like we're playing Paranoia.
Is that suit, man?
I'm
That thing's
not
gotta
gonna
be
say-
tight.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna say
well-
it's not.
Yeah, I want to look out the window. What can I see out the window? What's out there? I mean, where would I be going if I went out there?
Hey, look at Rex. He's been kind of quiet this whole time.
Yeah, everything okay, Yang?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
He's
Looking out
laughing
that
on
little
the inside.
looking at that little triangular window, you can see there is a 3 meter by 3 meter cubicle. There is a set of buttons on the wall, but you can't make out the labels on them. There's just 2 buttons.
Bet you one of them opens and one of them closes.
Does this look like the one we
50
came
Delmars.
into? It looks like the one we came into before. At the beginning when we first came in here.
No. It doesn't look like a moving room.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, I guess I'll walk up to the window and try to see if I can figure out how it opens. I'm not
Everybody
pushing
else
any
back
buttons
up
yet.
the stairs.
Yeah, I'm not pushing any buttons. I just want to look around to see what might open it.
There's a triangular handle in the middle of the door underneath the window.
It says eject, eject, eject. Okay, I'll try to put my helmet back on.
Okay, yeah, you put it back on. There's a click. You click the latches shut.
I'm going to back up the stairs.
Those of you going back up the stairs.
Yes.
I'm going up the stairs.
All right. This large white-tiled room has 2 exits, and they appear to lead out to the lake. You can see windows in them. In the center of the room is a massive mechanical vehicle of some kind. It's covered with clear plastic bubbles and strange mechanical devices. The ship also sports 2 5-meter-long pincher-like appendages. Written on the side of it is the name Aquatron 7. It looks like it has a door big enough to allow someone to enter.
Is there an apparent way that this vehicle would make it out? I mean, are we out in the open air at this point?
No, you're still in the dome.
Right.
The flight of stairs just took you up to a raised area, and there are two doors here. They both look big enough to allow this thing to move out of. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can give you guys an image of what you see. If you will bear with me just a moment.
Yeah, we shouldn't let him go out there. Somebody go stop him. I'll go stop him.
Okay.
Maybe this is the way to go. We suit up, hop in this thing, and go.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's do
It's
it.
bad to split the party.
Wanna, wanna.
Are there any radios or anything in those suits?
You have no idea. You don't have a suit on.
So then I guess we all go suit up.
Sounds like
Well, I'm gonna
be
go
doing
stop Bennett. Yeah, I'm gonna go stop Bennett regardless. Make sure he don't open that door.
All right, give me a half a second and I will add this real quick. This is what you guys see in the upper portion. It looks like that.
Oh, cool.
That is an Errol Otis.
Yes, it is. Even if his name wasn't in the upper right corner, you could tell that's Errol Otis high tech right there.
Yep. Okay.
You don't want to take it like 4,000 meters or some, we might have some problems.
Okay. So what do?
I'm gonna go stop. I'm gonna go talk to Kevin, or
Sure.
talk to Bennett rather.
It sounds
Okay,
like, yeah,
so-
it sounds like we're all going back down.
Bennett, triangular handle door. What do?
I'm looking at it to see if it looks like it maybe pulls, or is it's a switch, or
It looks like basically you put your hand on the little ledge above it and then press it with your pull it up with your thumb.
okay. Is there another door to seal in here?
So let me see. So this plain metal chamber has the floor and ceiling are grilled,
Okay.
kind of like the room that you stepped in at the far end that sort of blasted you guys with
Right.
with air.
Yeah.
Have you gone in it, or are you just looking through the window?
I'm looking at it. I haven't decided to go
You
in
haven't
yet.
done anything. Okay.
I want to
You have-
understand this before I jump in there.
All right. You can see just on the right hand wall. You can't make out what the labels of them are. 2 buttons. That's it.
Okay. Are there 2 buttons on this side?
No. And let me look at the map real quick. I want to explain this properly. However, directly across the room is an identical door to this one. So it's like you go in, close the door behind you, and then if you wanted to leave, you could go through the door on the other side also.
Oh, okay. I get you. So, how does this door appear to open? The one that I'm standing in front of. Or is it open?
The triangular handle? You put your hand on it.
Oh, okay.
And you pull it up with your thumb.
I thought that was inside the room I was looking into. Okay.
No.
All right. I'll touch it. Is it hot? Is it?
No, it's cool to the touch. It's right about then that probably Sane approaches you.
I turn around. I said, "Hey, I'm getting ready to get in this thing."
Yeah, I wouldn't do that just yet. We got a vehicle up there.
What? There's a vehicle.
Yeah, there's a vehicle. I think these suits are meant to suit up, hop in there, and go out. Now, you can still go out if you want. You know, I just want to let you know that you got some agency here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you said there's a vehicle. It's like got a hull and stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, couple of doors. Looks like we could just slide out and.
I'd much rather go on that. I'm worried that this suit's going to get punctured by something.
Yeah, that's probably why they made them flimsy like that. Now that I look at it, but you know, it would be kind of funny if you went out there though.
Yeah,
I mean, think of the stories to tell.
Yeah, right? The stories you guys would tell. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to take the helmet off, and
okay.
I'm going to say I'll follow you. Where's it at?
Upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
as I'm walking away, I eyeball that handle, just so I remember where it is.
Okay. On the upper deck, on the far side of where this vehicle's parked, there is a cubicle that has a door that looks identical to the one you guys were futzing around with inside the scuba suit room.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll check that out and futz about with it.
Okay. It appears to be identical to the to the room that you left. The door on the opposite side of it, through its window, you can see the murky water of the lake.
All right. Yeah, it looks like we need to suit up. I'm betting both these doors open up right into the water.
How big is that vehicle?
The vehicle dimensions, I thought I gave it. Let's see.
I say we're 2x2.
It is, it's just described as massive. I'm going to say it looks to be about 10 meters long and easily 3 meters wide.
I mean, we have Rex. We don't have Blue October anymore.
And we do have 2 of these, right?
There's 12 suits like this.
Yeah, there's 12 suits.
But I mean 2 vehicles.
No, there's just one.
Oh, there's one vehicle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we should grab all these
2
suits
doors.
and take them with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
in
need
case.
to suit up regardless.
Yeah.
I had a fun time watching you for like 15 minutes, so maybe I got a better chance.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these suits are the most frustrating thing I've ever dealt with.
It's
like
right.
That turbo I tried to fix in that car.
It's right about then that Karen just removes her suit and slips on one of the scuba suits. Like just puts it on effortlessly, zips it up, takes the helmet, clips it to her belt.
Yeah, Karen, you show me that?
Yes, she's able to show you all how to do it. She has a very, very high intelligence.
Bennett, you probably should have asked her first.
Yeah, man, but maybe she didn't know at the time.
Well,
Maybe I should have asked you whether you was going to be cloned 80 times before I ever joined up with this group.
I just thought that with what happened with that extinguisher thing, that maybe the tanks on the back of this would do the same thing. That's why I kind of ran off and hid. I got to tell you, it almost killed me. So, yeah, you should have her help you. For sure.
Okay, so yeah, she helps you all out, and she she looks at Rex. I see you've worn a still suit before. No, she doesn't say that. No, she does not say that. But basically, she helps you all get suited up, and she pauses for a second with Monday and says,
I didn't see any in extra large. I'll do my best.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Man, I've been trying to say that for all this time, but I just didn't feel like I had the freedom to.
Oh, sharing the love there. Oh my gosh.
All them damn berries and junk, man. What you think?
So you
have you ever seen a fed vegetarian? I'm just saying.
Man, I think you ate BOGO by the looks of it.
There's a first time for everything.
Man,
and that was.
I mean, we had Blue October. Really?
That was 4077. Who knew BOGO? But anyway, so yeah, she helps you guys get suited up, and she shows you how to put the helmets on. It'll take you like 2 phases to put a helmet on. Essentially, with what she's able to show you, like if you were in a flooded area and you had to quickly put a helmet on, you'd put it on, you'd have to hit the purge button, which she shows you where that is, and you'd lose a half an hour of oxygen purging all the water out of the suit so you wouldn't drown. But
excellent.
So yeah, you guys are like C-Lab 2020. I think with this group it's more like C-Lab 2021, but
yes.
It's like C-Lab 2 if you're talking about IQ.
Yeah. But you all look uniform now, and you have this vehicle here before you. The what was it called? The Aquatron 7. Alrighty, what do?
Well, we're going to gather the rest of the suits up.
Okay.
And take them and put them in. Well, we'll bring them to the ship or the boat or I don't know what the craft. And
may as well take them. We don't know when we's coming back.
Well, and we may have trouble. We may have to do a replacement. So.
Oh, I ain't getting out of this thing no matter how many Domars.
He's got a new vehicle, and he's going to sail the Bounty Main.
Pirates. Hey, that's an interesting.
All right. So what will you guys do?
Did we figure out how to open it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a fairly simple. You've seen doors like this. It's just a tight wheel-like device in the middle of the door.
Does it doesn't happen to lift with like a hydraulic lift system, so that we can just walk straight in?
I mean, are you going to try and open it to find out?
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah. It swings open like a door, and there's like a space just big enough, like if you're all crammed together, you can close the outer door, and then there's an inner door And there are 2 buttons in that chamber in the side of the vehicle. One says purge, the other says flood.
Right, so I'll press the purge button.
Nothing happens.
It purges the water, not the air.
Yep.
Damn it.
I'll point out the flood button,
Yeah.
and I'll ask Karen. I'll say, "Is this the button?" We want to get in the ship, right? Do we have to push this?
She grabs a handle on the inner door and pulls it, and it swings open. You guys now have access to the inside of the ship.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what do you call it? An airlock? Okay. All right. So there's no button use. Nice. That would have been funny if we'd flood this. We'll go in there. I'll go in there.
Okay.
I'll make sure I don't hit my head.
Yeah, it's pretty Spartan. There are seats for 8 in this space. There is a formidable amount of controls along the walls and switches and so on. The chamber that you guys are in is separated from a forward chamber that has a large transparent dome-like structure in the front, and there are controls out there as well. And there's a seat in the midst of most of the controls, and to the right of that is a second seat that also has controls. And this is a highly complex device. This kind of makes a bubble car look simple.
I think we all get our stuff ready, you know. We militarize this thing, at least militarize our positions within it. And the new Monday takes over the helm.
Sounds
Seemed
good to me.
pretty good last time.
Okay, I can
All right.
I can do it. And Karen will keep you all kind of advised.
All right. Go
Keep
ahead.
that thing away from me.
Go ahead, and this is going to be a chart C device. Give me a D6 roll. I'm sorry, not a D6, a D10 roll.
The C is the worst, right?
Yes, C is the most difficult. Requires
Right.
tons of rolls. Do you get any bonuses, Kennick?
Yeah, I've got intelligent 19 here.
All right, roll it. Eight, 10. Let's see. That brings you down to a
Minus 3
7,
is a
right?
7. Yep.
Okay. You throw a few switches and some lights come up. There is a hum in the cockpit area and a extremely bright light from somewhere just under the cockpit illuminates the inside of the dome. I mean, it was already illuminated, but it's very, very, very bright. Give me another D10 roll.
Okay.
4, that is a 1. Okay. You hit a couple of more switches. Those lights go off, and the kind of the 2 controls in front of you are like tillers, but they also rotate left and right. You can figure that out. You can hear things moving outside the craft. Give me another D10 roll. A 9, so that becomes a 6, right?
Yep.
Okay. Some of the panels you've got turned on, shut off. Other ones kick on. Give me another D10 roll, please. 10, and that becomes a 7. You don't really get any change out of the controls. Another roll, please.
D-Dice is not generous today. There we go.
5 becomes a 2. Okay. You get the original lights back. Everybody in the back area lights come on, and you can feel fans blowing fresh air. It was kind of stale and machine oil smelling, but it's now fresh, and you hear kind of a humming sound through this thing. Roll again. All right. You throw a couple more toggles, and you couple of 4-inch CRT screens come alive. First it's a monochrome green grid test pattern, and they fade into circles. You hear this like high-pitched chirping sound periodically, and out of one of the monitors you just see this ripple go out. And plus you've got some flat panel monitors that move in. Give me another D10 roll. Connect, give me another D10 roll. If you want to keep going, that is.
Oh, yeah.
6, that's a 3. Nothing really changes.
Okay. Keep going.
9. Okay, yeah. Again. Oh, wait. So, yeah, you lose some more panels. Or a couple of the monitors shut off. The vehicle moves down maybe like 1/3 of a meter, kind of lowers itself down, but nothing bad seems to happen.
Okay.
You gonna give me another roll?
Try one more.
All right. Nothing changes.
Karen. I like it, Karen. You want to come here? And advise?
I don't think any of these instruments dispense food, if that's what you're wondering.
This is awesome.
Give me another
We're not
D10
trying
roll.
to dispense food here, lady. We're not trying to dispense food, Karen. Come on. We're
Why
trying to
you
get
gotta
this
call
going.
it lady? I mean, I don't think that's very appropriate, honestly. I mean, it seems kind of rude, to be honest.
Yeah, you're flipping through the same control sequences, and it's not doing anything.
Karen, you want to brainstorm here?
4. Okay, now you've got it. You bring up it's like power system status, depth, heading, azimuth, all of this, pitch, all of this stuff that you're kind of starting to become comfortable with. Give me one more roll. Six becomes a 3. Okay, yeah, you think you're sort of getting a hang on this. Give me another roll.
Karen, if I'm doing something wrong, correct me here.
I've tried.
All
Funny.
right, so that becomes a
Set up.
6.
Very funny.
Okay, you're not really affecting any movement of the vehicle, but you think that like there's controls that look like your hands would fit right in the sides and maybe do something to the sides of the tiller, but you're not sure that affects
I'll put
anything
my
in the
hands
vehicle.
there.
Okay, you see some figures change, and there's these little outlines on one of the green screens that change shape from this kind of curved configuration to straight and then back again. And outside the hull, you hear sort of a clunk. And there's something on the ship is moving. You want to keep going? Give me another 10.
Yeah. We need to get this thing rolling.
All right. Okay. You think you're on the verge of figuring out everything you need to know to control this. So another roll, please, and another one. Okay. You realize that those are for the manipulator arms. You can move those up and down. Open and close your hands will cause the cylindrical claws on the end to open and close. but everything else is really simple. You've got pedals that control like your roll. You've got this figured out. And what you realize is this thing needs to be in the water to do anything. You figure out some technical information about the vehicle, which I will tell you now. It can travel 30 kilometers an hour underwater or 50 on the surface. It has a depth, a crush depth of 400 meters. It has powerful sonar equipment that will paint a picture for you at a kilometer's range. A powerful searchlight that works up to 100 meters. And of course, you've got the controllers for the external pinchers. And let's see. It has a taser for self-defense. Basically, it fires a barbed missile that trails a thin but highly conductive wire to a range of 30 meters. And if it hits the target, it will a battery will stun the target and potentially knock it unconscious. Everything is powered by solar energy cells, which can recharge fully in 20 hours. And each shot of the taser decreases its operational time of 10 hours by 1 hour. Yeah. And let's see. I feel like there's something else. Let me see. Yeah, the air supply will last 8 hours with up to 12 people on board. And you know how to repressurize that also. So
can we do a quick calculation since there's only 5 of us?
Yeah, so you think it would probably be 16 or 17 hours. Notwithstanding the individual diving suits that you guys have. So, so there you go. You've figured this thing out. Now there's just getting it in the water.
Did we see levers to flood this space like we did in the other?
In the vehicle? No.
No, outside. Does it look like yeah, it's got to flood. So outside the vehicle, there's got to be a lever or something somewhere, or a switch or button or control panel or something.
Okay.
So
who's back in the cabin? Karen is sitting in the front controls. So I'm guessing Rex and probably and Bennett are sitting back in the control room, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, Rex is looking for a spear gun.
You don't find a spear gun, but just as you're doing that, leaping out of the inner airlock, there is a presumably an android. He is. Let me see here. I lost my. Yes. He's wearing a black uniform, and he's holding a. It's clearly it's some kind of weapon in his hand. It's sort of an elongate cylinder with protrusions off the side, and the front are a bunch of horizontally aligned metal plates. And it is pointing at you guys. Go ahead.
Is that the same thing I picked up from the first Android? Or is it different? Because I think the one I picked up from the first Android just had like a nub on the end.
Yeah, no, this is different. This is different. So, yeah, he steps in, he points us at all of you and says, "Intruders!"
You're
what
the
are you?
intruder.
Oh,
Where?
well, let me see. You are not surprised, probably saying, "Party, you guys are also not surprised." So probably sane. What are you going to do?
Shoot him in the face.
All right, you guys are at close quarters.
13 weapon class.
Let me see. And up in the main cabin there, Monday, you hear some weapons discharge. Karen turns and looks that way quickly and says, "Security androids, it must be." Excuse me.
It must be security androids.
All right, so let's see.
Thank you,
that
Karen.
that was a class 13 weapon, and you rolled an 11. That will hit. Roll your damage.
15.
All right, you damage him. Let's see. All right, Yang, what are you doing?
I am going to stun that sucker.
Okay, how about Bennett?
I'm going to shoot him. Let me see. I'll use my blaster.
All right, probably sane. Roll initiative for the side, please. I got a 5. All right, simultaneous fire. He points his weapon at good old. I think probably sane. He heard him.
Seems reasonable.
It seems fairly reasonable. Let's see. All right, I'm just going to treat this as a 13. All right, that misses you, and there's kind of this high pitched warbling sound that comes out the end of it. It reverberates off the side of the inner hull of the Aquatron. Like you see like seat padding burst, and there's a couple of ancillary wires that snap and spark. So we'll start then in order. Rex Dashington, attempt to stun. Roll your stun.
Alrighty.
Roll to heat.
Oh.
That is not sufficient. And Bennett.
All right. Let's see how stupid things happen. There we go. Nice.
That will hit him. Roll your damage.
All right, let me take off my charge. I got 2 left in this weapon right now. And it's what, 76, right? Yep. Okay.
Yes.
21.
Not bad, not bad. He switches the blaster to his other hand, lunges in, and he's raising his hand to strike, but he's also pointing the blaster at probably sane. Probably sane. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. This is the last shot in that laser pistol. This particular one. What is this guy? Some kind of monk?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, now it's a dead.
Well, that hits him.
Come on. 16.
He does not like that. So you're gonna try and stun him again there, Rex?
Yep.
Bennett, you're gonna try and shoot him?
Yep, I got a couple more charges for him. Anything worth shooting once is worth shooting a whole bunch of times.
Let's roll initiative then, and it is your turn, Yang. I got a 3.
Nice.
Party got a 5, so take your shot there at him, Yang.
Oh.
What class is your stunner?
Class 12.
Class 12. Let's see. That will not hit him. And Kevin.
Okay.
What are you firing at him, by the way, Kevin?
It's a Mark V blaster.
Oh.
I'm sure we're supposed to, pack up our stuff and use the flamers, but
that will miss. You melt some plastic and circuitry. He strikes at your face with the edge of his hand, probably saying,
Nice.
Spirit.
Cuts my skull in half.
all right, so he pops you one for 11 points of damage. Pow! Your lips and nose are split. You now have a black eye. You stagger back, and he turns that blaster and points it at Bennett, and will be firing on Bennett in the next round. You gonna take a shot at him, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to my other laser pistol.
All right,
Toss
the
that
other.
one on the ground.
All right, you other guys doing the same.
Yes.
Alrighty, let's roll initiative. And Kennek, you're sitting in there in the cockpit. I don't know if you got like you're listening to Steely Dan or what. So go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Am I supposed to shoot this guy first?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Take your shot first.
If I hear any of this,
I think.
Oh yeah, you
I'll
absolutely
look
hear
at
this.
Karen and say, "Hey, secure this. I got to go back there and help."
All right, so you're unbuckling and getting out and going in the back, and she's like,
Yep.
you told her to secure it.
She points her finger at the console like a gun and says, "Don't move."
Very nice.
All right, so a 7 was it?
I rolled
that
a
was
9.
Oh, you rolled a 9. Let's see, 13
Yes, sir.
is a 9. That will not hit. Oh wait, no wait. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I'm sorry.
Oh, sweet.
I was looking at the wrong class weapon. Believe it or not, a class 14 would not have done it. So 22, 19, and 13. 22 and 19 is 41, 51, 54. Okay, he's looking pretty rough. You've shot some holes into him. Let's roll initiative, and it is your turn to roll initiative, Kevin.
Number 3. Darg.
Number 4, he fires his weapon at you. Oh, I saw that 20 starting to glide up there. He misses. That splashes into the deck right in front of your feet as you're running back there. Like you stop, and there, like it hurts your feet because you're wearing the wetsuit. It's your bare feet,
Right.
so you have like slivers of plastic and paint splash up on your feet there. Monday, so it's a new round. Probably saying you gonna shoot this guy.
Yes, sir.
All right. Everybody else gonna blast on him. Rex, you gonna try and stun him again?
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll initiative then, and we're back around. Or take your shot first. Probably sane. 820. That is a solid hit. All right, he is looking really bad. Like every time he opens his mouth to issue a threat, that weird pinkish whitish android blood just comes out instead. One of his eyes is like clicking up and down repeatedly, but he's still kind of on his feet. So he's switching around to fire at you once again. Obviously, the worst threat. Let's roll initiative, and I think it's back over to you, Doomsword, for initiative. It is a tie. He cuts loose with a energy blast at you, and that misses, just striking the inner hull, reverberating off, making everyone's teeth hurt. So take your shot. Rex, you shoot first.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. You're just like, ow, prang! And just cut your stun blast into the deck. Let's see. Kennek, you're firing a laser pistol at him?
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, roll it.
Okay. Oh, I have no idea what just happened there.
Yeah, delete those and try again.
Okay.
You wasted your good rolls.
Yeah, sorry, we don't roll with advantage.
No, I didn't. Oh,
All
yeah, I
right.
did.
Zatch. You burn a hole right through a chair. Let's see. And Bennett, it's up to you.
Okay, last round in this weapon, and no.
All right.
Okay.
Yours strikes the back bulkhead. He is balling up his fist and taking a swing at Monday, but probably saying you're going to shoot him again, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, roll your
Heck,
attack.
I just arrived. I've done nothing.
That's
That will miss. Five, you are effectively in that wetsuit. You're 9. Yeah, he smashes his fist into your face for 6 points of damage. And he's bringing his weapon back up to try and shoot at probably shoot at probably Sane again. Okay. I really should be shooting at you guys. Oh well. Let's see. Rex Dashington.
Well, I'm going to shoot a laser rifle this time.
All right. Dropping that stunner, bringing your laser rifle up. Roll your attack.
Yeah, of course.
That will hit. Roll some damage.
Oh.
And that is 16. All right. He's leaking everywhere. He, kind of slumps against a chair, but he's trying to bring that weapon. He's turning in the chair, trying to bring the weapon up to blast somebody again. That was Rex. Monday, you have a split lip. Make your attack. That will not hit. Bennett.
Jeez,
Hey, Bennett.
Louise.
All right.
First you were Sub-Zero. Now you're Plane Zero.
I'm going to swap to my laser. I have a laser rifle, so I'm going to use my laser rifle on this guy.
Yes.
All right. 13. And
13 will hit.
13.
13.
And it's 66. $18 points.
That shuts him off. Like he's bringing that disruptor up to bear. Like he is a half a meter away from triggering it right into probably Sane's neck. And then like he's transfixed by a laser beam and slumps over. The weapon clatters out of his grip.
Thanks, Bennett.
You're welcome. These guys are real tough guys, I guess. Just can't get the hint.
Karen walks
Take
out,
no hints.
looks around at the carnage, looks at the dead android on the floor and says,
You might be worthy explorers, but you shoot like shit.
Nice.
So with that said, you guys have until next week to figure out what to do with this this slight, gently used, no low ballers. They know what they got. Space underwater craft. But thank you to all my players for being here tonight. Thank you very, very much to Doomsword, and of course to Yang Yan Zhao, to Kennick, and to Kevin. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I am out for the weekend. I may do something on Monday because it's Labor Day. I'm not sure how many folks are going to be in the mood to tune in for the show, but I do want to thank RRTNZ for the super. I really appreciate it, man. Stuff like that helps keep the lights on around here. But until then, listen, I don't know if they are aquatic or whatever yet, but whatever it is, do keep your eyes peeled, folks, this weekend for any dreaded owl bears, because they just might have a mark 7 blaster. Until then, be good to each other. Love you all. And I'll see you all next week. Peace.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me